Go.
Oh.
Bradford with a three from the left wing, no good. Rebound to Jordan. 2-2, a minute and a half into the large school championship. Down on the other end, Kang kicks the ball up into the air. And so it'll be Kankakee basketball out of bounds. Kankakee basketball, Jordan up top. Taken away, Bedell the other way. Driving, kicks out, Hollywood drives down the right side, and it's a charge. Two game, 6:21 to play. In the first quarter, Kankakee basketball. Large school championship in front of a full house at Kankakee. Laster driving down the lane. Jump stop, puts it up, and it's good. And that's exactly what you're talking about. He's unguardable.
Yeah. He's just so quick.
Bedell down the lane. His pass taken away by Harris. Never saw him coming as he was trailing from behind. Laster across half court to Jones. To Jordan. Jordan with Hollywood on him. Dribbles it up top, goes to Laster. Jordan now fouled by Hollywood, and that's two already on one of BBCHS's big three. And I say big three because they provide almost 90% of the Boiler offense. So Diarra Culpepper and Sam Ooh into the game, Bedell and Hollywood out. And Hollywood, with 5:43 to go in the first quarter, has found himself on the bench with two fouls.
I don't think you can use him the rest of this quarter, but he's going to have to play in the second quarter. And this puts an additional stress. You've got to get something from Paul Kang and, some of your other people.
Well, and look at how important boxing out is. Look how small the Boilers are on the floor right now.
Right.
Sam Ooh is at the back of this zone, and he usually runs the point. Ball out of bounds. It's off of Bradley. Culpepper, I'll tell you, he provides a spark off the bench, though. He does bring some energy. Laster to Calvante Bell, who's now into the game. Here's Jordan outside. Three-pointer blocked. Kang with the block. Now inside, a hold on Bradford. He's whistled for the foul. And that's the first on Bradford. It's 4-2 Kankakee, and they have the ball baseline out of bounds. Laster into Hines. Hines puts it right up and in. He's good from that area.
Yes.
Boilers break the press. Ooh, with pressure coming from behind, gets it out. Culpepper thought about a three. Drives into the lane, and a blocking foul. And already, this crowd is very much into it. And in a game like this, these kids have played in big games against each other. As we get another foul, this time on Harris. These teams have played in big games against each other, but how hard is it, especially with kids this age, to settle them down? They don't always play in front of crowds like this.
No, and there's more emotion in this game because of the closeness of the last game, and this is for the championship of the tournament. There's so many factors, and so it's just very emotional.
Inbound to Gray, puts it up and in, and that was a beautifully executed play. Kang to Gray, 6-4, Kankakee. Jordan, he's met by a soft trap. He throws it across to Laster. Boilers have to watch the seams of this zone. Laster has been able to get through just about anything. Hines has scored everything that he's taken from that range. It's 8-4, and Hines has the last 4 points for the K's. Bradford across half court. Tried to go to Culpepper. Culpepper was cutting to the hoop. And it's a turnover. Kankakee basketball. Jordan over to Laster. K's with an early 4-point lead. Down in the corner, it's Bell. Goes back up top for Jordan. Jordan, the only K to make a three-pointer this tournament. Throws it away there. Culpepper tipped it away. Bradford brings it across the timeline for the Boilers. Crossover into the paint, puts it up. No foul call. Oh my, now a late foul call. And they call a block on Jones, but boy, that was late.
Very late.
And it's a shooting foul, so they're going to the line. Bradford at the line. 3:39 to play in the first. 4 fouls for each team, so they've already piled up. First free throw, good. Nothing but net.
You know, people might wonder why Micah Bradford can handle the basketball so well, but look at the size of his hands on the basketball.
Second free throw, no good. He is slippery when breaking a press. And he does have some turnovers in this tournament, but I wouldn't say they're from dribbling. If they are, they're from passing. Case cannot score on this end. Bradford pushes it ahead with a pass to Gray. Gray, shot fake, now takes the three, no. Rebound, Bell. Now tried to throw it to Jones, turned over. Culpepper on the drive, kicks it back. Bradford a little mid-range, got it. And it's 8-7. Coach Renchen wants a 30-second timeout. And so with 3:05, the players will head to the bench. 8-7 Kankakee leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the KHT Cube broadcast. Zach Wobbly, Denny Lane is back at Kankakee High School. Large school championship game. Bradley Bourbonnais, Kankakee. 8-7 Kankakee leads, and they have the ball after the timeout. Hines from close range. Oh, that one rolls off the rim. Followed by Jaquan Hill, who's now into the game. No good. Laster's follow. He's fouled. And so Laster to the line, and perhaps a sight we didn't expect to see. Zach Hollywood's at the scores table. He's getting ready to check in. Laster free throw, no good. Hollywood with 2 fouls coming back into the game with 2:50 to play in the first. And he's got to be careful here.
So careful that it might affect his effectiveness.
Laster's free throw, no good. Rebound Hollywood. Still 8-7 as Laster missed a pair. K's in man-to-man defense. Samu with the basketball. Now he goes to Hollywood. Hollywood over to Culpepper. Culpepper out to Bradford. A three on the way. Got it! 10-7. Excuse me, 10-8. And the Boilers lead by 2. Laster Navigates through traffic, gets into the lane, puts it up, a little uncontrolled, and it's a charge on Martavius Laster. And that foul, you could see it coming from the three-point line. He went into three Boilers.
And his head down and, just a little bit out of control.
And you got to figure if you get into the lane and there's three red shirts around you, that's got to mean two guys are wide open. It's his first foul. And so he presses on, and Bradley will try to break it. It's Hollywood, and Bradford. They get it across half court. Bradford attacking into the paint. Lays it up with his right hand. Got it to go. It's 12-8. Laster with it. Kicks it to Jordan. Jordan down to the corner for Bell. A three on the way. Got it to go. 12-11. Calvante Bell with the three. Bradford tried to dribble through two defenders, lost it. Jordan the other way, goes up, he's fouled from behind by And Bradford's gotten through a lot of tight spaces, but that one just a little bit too tight for him.
Yeah, he's got to understand when to be patient, and that was one of those times. He didn't have numbers, so be a little patient.
Jordan at the line. 1:36 to play in the quarter. His free throw is good, and it ties it at 12. Jordan's got one more coming. He gives the K's the lead. Jameer Hines is into the game for Kankakee. Bradford to 1:23 to go. Into the paint. Throws it back, Hollywood, little mid-range jumper, got it, and that's a good pass by Sam
Very good.
Bell out to Jordan. Jordan to Hines, right into the game. He'll take a three, no good. Rebound to Jordan. He drives in and he's fouled, and the foul's really piling up for the Boilers. That's their sixth already, and there's 55 seconds to go in the first.
Actually, it's 7. They just put that one up.
Just now there's 7, so it's a 1-1. Coach Renchen yelling to stay down and don't try to block shots. It's funny because last game Bradley took 4 charges. That wasn't a problem. Bell out, Hines in for Kankakee, Hollywood out, Kang in for Bradley. 15-14, Kankakee leads. Kang to Bradford, over to down to Culpepper. He's driving, puts it up and in, and a good drive. He thought about the three and realized he had the open lane. Now a steal by Gray. Gets it to Bradford. One-on-one with Jordan. Lays it up and in. 18-15. 23 seconds to play in the first. Jordan over to Hines. Jameer Hines. Taken away by Bradford. He's got Culpepper ahead of him. Gets it to him. Lays it up and in. And the Boilers on a run here to end the first quarter. 20-15. Jordan pushing it ahead. 3 seconds. Half-court shot on the way. No. 20-15. Bradley Bourbonnais leads Kankakee after 1 quarter of play in the large school championship. We'll take a minute break. We'll be back on the KHT Cube broadcast.
Denny Lanus and Zach Wadley here at the championship game of the big school bracket at the Kankakee Holiday Tournament. At the end of one quarter, the Boilermakers from Bradley lead by a score of 20-15. Shooting percentage, the Boilermakers 9 of 13 for right at 70%. The K's 4 of 10 for 40%. The K's lead the rebound battle 7-5, and they also have committed 7 turnovers to 6 for the Boilermakers. And here with the play-by-play, Zach Wadley.
Kankakee will start with the ball for the second quarter. It's JoJo Jordan on the left wing. Skip pass over to Sammy Hines. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. Jaquan Hill inside with it. Kicks it back out. Jordan a three. Knocks it down. 20-18. Bradford into the lane, lays it up and in, and I tell you, Laster and Bradford about the same player on the drive. They have a way of getting to the hoop. Now Bradford kicks a pass away, so with 7:20 to go in the quarter, we'll have the ball out of bounds on the side for Kankakee.
One of the keys to this game, Laster and Bradford each have 1 foul. The player that first gets his second one is probably going to have to get some bench time. And with the Boilermakers, with Hollywood already there, that could hurt them.
Jordan another three. This one no good. Rebound Bradford, and there's the foul on Laster. They collide going for the rebound. And we'll see if Coach Wilcox pulls Laster out of the game. Hollywood, with his 2 fouls, is on the floor. He sat for a while in that first quarter, but Coach Renchen has trusted him. And so far, he's been okay. So Laster stays in with 2 fouls. Bedell brings the ball across half court. He goes to Hollywood. Down to the corner for Bradford. Bradford has a clear side. Here comes Gray off a screen. They get it to him. Wants to go inside to Hollywood. Can't find him. Now goes up top for Bradford. They'll swing it all the way around. Bedell up top for Gray to Bradford. Thought about a three. Now he'll drive. Pull up jumper. Good. And Micah Bradford's jump shot is on tonight. Skip pass from Jordan to Sammy Hines. Now into the lane, Laster, and he traveled. He was moving mind ahead of the body there a little bit. Also, you can tell from watching how full of a crowd it is here. They had to shut the doors with 300 still outside. Sorry if that was one of you.
That's pretty amazing, though, but it's great.
This tournament has produced great games over the years, and this year is no different. Right now, it looks like we're in for another good one. Bradley up 6 on Kankakee, 24-18. Kang on the drive, kicks out, Culpepper in the corner. Shot fake, skip, Gray, three-pointer, no good. Rebound Culpepper. He goes to Kang. Kang, deep three, no. Culpepper again with the rebound. Up top for Bedell, and he's fouled by Jordan, and that is the second foul on JoJo Jordan. Tiara Culpepper, 2 offensive rebounds.
And he went to get the ball. I mean, he's very quick to the ball. He's a very athletic young man and hasn't really had a lot of basketball experience. But he's just out there playing, and he's been a key factor in the Boilermaker lead so far.
So Bedell at the line, 5:52 to play in the half. First free throw, good. And you've seen Culpepper through the years. Where has he improved his game?
Well, he's just more disciplined and plays more under control. And that's what, he has more maturity about him.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Laster. He'll bring the ball all the way down to the block. He's fouled, and they're gonna count the basket.
Unbelievable.
He was fouled on the ground, it looked like, but he was able to get the hoop to go.
And he's very lucky they didn't call that an offensive foul, because he had his shoulder down, and
That's really the foul he got called for earlier, too. But this time, the call goes against Kang, and Laster hits a three-point play. So it's 25-21. Bradford over to Bedell. Bedell, hounded by Bell. Gets into the lane, kick out. Bradford, a three-pointer, no. Rebound Laster. Boy, he skied for that one. Laster trapped in the corner. And a timeout called by Coach Wilcox. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it too. 25-21, Bradley leads Kankakee. 5:21 to play in the half. Back in 30 seconds. Zach Wildley-Denny Lane is back at Kankakee High School. 5:21 to play in the second quarter. 25-21, Bradley Bourbonnais leading Kankakee. Kankakee with the basketball. Martavius Laster has it. He'll cross half court, and he'll go down to the right corner for Sammy Hines. De'Ara Culpepper almost stole it. Jared Harris now inside. Kicks it out. Laster over to Jordan for a three. Kaboom! 1-point game now as JoJo Jordan with 9 points on the night. Bradford brings it across half court for the Boilers. He has 14. He goes with a pull-up jumper here, knocks it down, and that looked designed. They cleared a side for him.
Well, and it's a good idea because you got Jordan or Laster guarding him with 2 fouls.
That time he went with the pull-up and he knocked it down. Kays. This is Hines. Gray got a hand on it. Now it's going to be Kankakee basketball. Hollywood and Sam Ooh back into the game. Bedell and Kang come out. Laster inbounds. Finds Hines wide open. Three from the wing, no good. Rebound to Peter Gray. Bradford accelerates into the lane, pull up, got it, and he has 18 points. The Boilers have 29. Now Hollywood tips it. It's loose. Culpepper tips it to Hollywood, lays it up and in. 4 minutes to play in the half, and it's 31-24. Laster on the drive, fell down, lost the ball. Culpepper dives on it. Now Bell has it, and Kankakee trying to call a timeout. I'm not sure they ever had clear possession. It's a jump ball, and it'll be Bradley basketball. Really, it hasn't affected this game too much because the coaches have let their players play, but you have 3 of the top players in this game playing with 2 fouls. And it's incredible that all 3 of them have stayed on the floor. Bradford, up top for Gray. Always looking for his shot. Bradford now has a wide open 3. No good. Rebound to Hines. Laster got caught back on a little pick, and that allowed Bradford to get his shot off. Now Hines to the corner for Jordan. He goes to Laster. Laster on the drive, try to go to Hines. It's knocked out of bounds, and it will be Kankakee basketball. Bedell for Bradford, and Bradford gets a rare rest. He's earned it. He has 18 points. Hines with it up top for Kankakee. Laster comes around a screen, gets into the lane, lost it briefly, got it back, off the glass, no good. Hollywood the rebound. Hollywood across the timeline. He has Hines on him. Finds a back-cutting Bedell into the lane. No good, but a foul. And Buzz Bedell, not usually a feature on this offense, but a great cut there.
Well, Buzz Bedell has probably improved as much over the last 2 years as anybody on the Boilermaker team. As a freshman, he was not a good shooter, played hard, great competitor, but he's made himself into a very good shooter, a very capable shooter, and you always know you're going to get a competitive effort from him.
Kang and Bradford come back in. Hollywood and sit. Gabe Jones comes in for Calvante Bell on the Kankakee side. K's are in the white jerseys, Bradley's in the red. A classic rivalry. Two teams used to be in the Sick of South together. Now they match up at least once a year in the Thanksgiving tournament at Olivet. But lately they've been matching up in this regularly as well. 32-24, full timeout taken by Kankakee with 2:54 to go in the half. We'll take the break as well. Back in a minute on the KHT Cube broadcast. Zach Wadley, Denny Lanus back at Kankakee High School. 2:54 to go in the second quarter. It's 32-24, Bradley Bourbonnais. Kankakee has the basketball. They're met with full court pressure from the Boilermakers. Laster and Jordan have 2 fouls for Kankakee. Hollywood has 2 for Bradley. Hollywood not on the floor right now. Jordan has it for Kankakee. Goes over to Laster. Back over to Jordan. Almost a steal. Now Jordan trapped in the corner. Stolen away by Bradford. Bradford to Culpepper. Lays it up and in. And Diarra Culpepper having himself a very good game tonight. He takes the pass from Bradford and lays it in. 10-point lead for the Boilers. K's need to find some offense. Right now they can't even hold the basketball. Oh boy, Bradford had the steal, but they get a jump ball first.
Jump ball, possession stays with Kankakee. Back for Kankakee, number 21, Juan Hill.
Jaquan Hill into the game for Kankakee. Jordan over to Laster. Ticking down towards 2 minutes to play in the half. Laster on the drive. Taken away by Culpepper. He'll get it to Bradford. Bradford got it tipped from behind. It's out of bounds off of Kankakee. Paul King to inbound on the baseline, throws it up high for Gray. Around to Bedell. Now up top for Bradford. Three-pointer, got it! That was almost at the volleyball line. He's got 21, and it's a 13-point lead for the Boilers. Another turnover. Bradford ahead to Bedell. Good shot, fake, lays it up and in. Had 2 guys go by him, and Coach Ronnie Wilcox wants a timeout. It's 39-24, Bradley Bourbonnais. 1:38 to play in the half. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back on the KHT Cube broadcast.
ought to now.
Zach Wadley, Denny Lanus back at Kankakee High School. 1:34 to go. Second quarter. 15-point lead for Bradley Bourbonnais. Make it 13. Sammy Hines out of the timeout gives the K's some much-needed offense. They've been bitten by the turnover bug there the last couple possessions. Culpepper on the drive, gets it to Bradford, now gets it right back, top of the key, Bedell for three, no, rimming out. Laster to bring the ball up the floor for the K's. Corner three for Jordan, it's short and air ball. Bedell comes away with it. Gets it to Bradford, across half court, out to Kang, three-pointer, no, and Hines the rebound. A quick three taken by Kang there. And now Laster loses it. Gray to Bradford, ahead to Culpepper, lays it up, no good. 38 seconds, and Joshua Jordan wisely slows this game down. Now he speeds it up, gets into the lane, goes to Calvante Bell, gets it right back, shot fake on a three. One dribble pull up, got it, and the foul.
Bradford is good, by number 2, Joseph Jordan.
26 seconds to go.
On the free throw line, attempted a three-point play for Kankakee. Number 2, Joseph
JoJo Jordan has a chance for a three-point play. No good. Paul Kang the rebound. Almost taken away by Bell. Actually, they're going to get him for a foul. The lead is down to 11. Kankakee on a 4-0 run. But Paul Kang is going to shoot free throws. And Kankakee, ideally, really wanted to get this below 10, I would say, before they went to the break.
Well, and really what helped Kankakee is Bradley took two ill-advised threes. Very quick in the offense and by people who are not necessarily three shooters. And that's where they needed to be patient. They had all the momentum in the world. They've got K's in foul trouble, and they needed to be patient, and they weren't. They let the emotion of the moment get to them.
So Kang at the line, he made the first. Second one, good. 41-28. Laster. Over to Jordan, inside Harris. Finds Bell, open mid-range, got it. Bradford quickly back the other way. Bedell shoots, no good, and that's the hack. It's a 10-point lead for Bradley Bourbonnais, 41-31. Large school bracket championship as the two teams head to the locker room. We'll take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have some halftime statistics for you here on the KHT Cube broadcast. Zach Wadley Denny Lanus back at Kankakee High School. Large school bracket championship between Bradley Bourbonnais and Kankakee. 41-31, the Boilermakers lead. And you look at the score by quarters. Bradley Bourbonnais after the first quarter led 20-15. They then won the second quarter by almost the identical score, 21-16. BBCHS shot the ball extremely well, 17 of 29. That includes 9 of 12 from Micah Bradford. They were just 2 of 12 from beyond the arc, and they were 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Kankakee shot 50%. They didn't shoot it horribly. They were 10 of 20. They were 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, and then they were 7 of 10 from the free throw line. So you look at the numbers, and you wonder how they're down by 10. They also won the rebounding battle, 14-12. But the problem came with the turnovers. 14 turnovers for Kankakee compared to 6 for Bradley. Individually, Micah Bradford led Bradley Bourbonnais 21 points on 9 of 12 shooting, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 2 assists and 3 steals. Zach Hollywood had 6 points, fought through foul trouble, and also had 5 rebounds. 6 points as well for De'Ara Culpepper. He played very well in that first half, a guy that really doesn't always provide contributions on the score sheet, but tonight he is. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Colin Bedell had 4 points, Paul Kang 2, Peter Gray 2, Sam Ooh played but did not score. He did have 2 assists though. For Kankakee, they're led by Joseph Jordan, 12 points on 3 of 6 shooting and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He also had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. 6 points apiece for both Sammy Hines and Calvante Bell, 5 from Artavius Laster. Laster also grabbed a game-high 5 rebounds. Jared Harris had 2 points, and then Gabe Jones, Jaquan Hill, and Jameer Hines all played but did not score. 41-31, our halftime score. We're going to take another 2-minute break. We'll be back with the start of the second half here on the KHT Cube broadcast. Zach Wiley Denny Lanus back at Kankakee High School. 41-31, the halftime score between Bradley Bourbonnais and Kankakee. The Boilers are the defending champion in the large school bracket after defeating Kankakee last season. And now they have a 10-point lead after 2 quarters of play. Coach, your analysis of that first half.
Well, it's hard to put it in simple terms, but the simplest terms is Bradley shot the ball so well, and they were able to create some turnovers from the K's. K's didn't shoot badly at all, but the Boilermakers just were out of sight, particularly Micah Bradford, shooting 9 out of 12. And then again, the 14 turnovers that the K's made gave the Boilermakers extra opportunities. So, and again, I still think it's going to be critical on these fouls. Who gets their third? Hollywood, Lasker, Jordan. I think that's going to be critical, because if it's early in this half, they're going to have to sit down again probably, or you're going to gamble and play them.
The coaches did gamble in that first half, and the players, they only came away with those 2 fouls. So we start the second half. Bradley Bourbonnais ball traveling right to left. They're in their red uniforms, Kankakee in the white. Hollywood inside, spins, puts it up, no good. Laster the rebounds. Up the floor to Bell, and he makes it. Bell, a good first half. He had 6 points. He now has 8 on 3 of 4 shooting. 41-33, Bradley leads. Bedell, hounded by Bell up top. Gets by him, and Bell with the foul. And that was another one where you could kind of see it coming.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt the K's are going to make a run here. And will the Boilermakers be able to stop it, or will the K's be able to maintain it?
Bradford over to Hollywood. He gets it right back. Now looks for Gray on the back door. And Harris tips it off of Gray out of bounds. Kankakee ball.
Well, and that's a good play because everybody is crowding Peter Gray now. So he's able to go back door, and the Boilers clear a side for him.
Laster right down the lane. His pass is thrown away to Bell. Kang right back to Bradford. Nice give and go. Had nowhere to go with it though once he got underneath the hoop. Threw it out. Bedell picks it up. Gets it to Bradford. Out Hollywood. Wide open 3. No. Gets his own long rebound. Now finds Gray inside. And a hold. Oh boy. Is that on Jordan?
I believe so.
Because if it is, that's his third. Yep. Foul on Jordan.
Joseph Jordan is third.
Third foul on JoJo Jordan. Here's Gray in the corner. One of the 3, couldn't get it. Now to Bradford. Weaves his way through traffic. Finds Hollywood. Scores! And the foul. Back to a 10-point lead. And the Boilers with a 10-point lead. Can Ronnie Wilcox afford to take out JoJo Jordan?
No, not right now. Or he could for a couple of minutes and see where it goes, but that's his problem. And Jordan can't be as effective defensively knowing he's got 3.
So it's 44-33 after the Hollywood 3-point play. He's got 9 on the night. Inside Harris, tipped away by Bedell, out of bounds. It is rare to see a game between Bradley and Kankakee with a double-digit lead. It just hasn't happened lately. They've played such close games. Jordan on the drive. No good. Hollywood the rebound. That's not to say Kankakee won't make a comeback. This could be the start of it. Laster the steal and the layup. 44-35. Bedell. To Hollywood.
Oh.
Boy, Miami got away with a push-off. Gets it to Bradford. He scores on a nice little floater. Down in the corner. This is Jordan. On the drive, puts it up and in. The two teams trading baskets here in the third quarter. 5:55 to go. Bedell on the drive to the left, gets down to the baseline, goes back to Bradford, tipped away, Hollywood picks it up, finds Bradford underneath, up, no good, Hollywood the rebound, up, got it. Hollywood has been good on the boards tonight. Now taken away by Bedell, 2-on-1 to Bradford, lays it up, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Micah Bradford has 23 points tonight. Bradley has an 11-point lead. Free throw good. Jaquan Hill into the game for Kankakee. He'll get Jared Harris.
Well, Harris has 4 fouls now.
He's a starter for the K's, but I'm not sure we'll see much of him here for the rest of the third quarter. Short on the second free throw for Bradford. Laster the rebound. He's going to push it hard down to the other end. Kicks out, Hines a three. Got it! And that's what they needed. Sammy Hines had not hit a jump shot yet from outside of the paint. He knocks that three down, and the lead is 9 for the Boilers. Hollywood with it. Back out to Kang. No, stolen by Hill, and a foul on Kang. Kankakee basketball. Now a timeout taken, a 30-second one by Bradley Bourbonnais. We'll take the same break. 49-40, Bradley leads. 5:07 to play in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds. Zach Wadley, Denny Lanus back at the KHT. After the timeout, Sam Ooh called for a foul. 5:02 to play in the third quarter, and Bradley Bourbonnais has a 9-point lead, 49-40. That's the second team foul on BBCHS. And so Laster will bring the ball up the floor for Kankakee. Takes a screen from Hill, gets a switch, now has Hollywood on him. Goes down, Hines, runner, no good. Culpepper is into the game for Bradley, the rebound. Pushed it ahead and then pulled it back and gave it to Bradford. Now it's Ooh between the circles. Goes to Culpepper. Culpepper spins around the defender. His pass knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bradley Bourbonnais ball.
And Culpepper's got Laster guarding him, and he could give Laster a little bit of problem.
That time Laster thought he had the steal. Culpepper kind of improvised there. Got around him, but his pass was tipped out of bounds. Hollywood, sideline out of bounds. Gets it to Ooh in the corner. Watched by Hines. He goes back to Hollywood. Hollywood dribbles it across the floor. Now finds Ooh on the left side. Ooh driving. Now will pull it back out. Bounces inside. One in Hollywood taken away. JoJo Jordan. Going to the left side, right side of the floor. Gets it to Laster. Driving baseline. Puts it up. That was almost behind the backboard. No good. Rebound to Hollywood. We're halfway through the third quarter. Here's Ooh. Boy, he had all day if he wanted to shoot it, but he wisely doesn't take it. We'll run some offense. Goes to Gray, back to Ooh. Ooh on the drive. Back to Hollywood. Just inside the arc. No good. Rebound Hines. And it's a foul on Culpepper. Substitution for the K's, it's Calvante Bell for Sammy Hines. Kankakee ball out of bounds. Bell will inbounds. 3:48 to play in the quarter.
Well, the K's change in defensive strategy has been to try to deny Bradford the ball. And that possession they did.
Their problem is on the offensive end. They're having trouble getting the ball in the hoop, mainly because their turnovers continue to pile up.
Well, their turnovers, and then the Boilermakers have taken some ill-advised shots.
Culpepper goes into the lane, puts it up, and that was a good job of stopping and jumping straight up. Otherwise, he gets called for a charge. 2 points for the Boilers, and they have an 11-point lead. Jordan to Hill. Spot-up jumper. He's fouled on the jump, and he'll go to the line.
Foul number 20, Sam Fu. That is his third. Coming through for Kankakee. To Quad Hill.
Hill goes to the line. First free throw, no good. Second one up, no good again. Rebound to Hollywood. Bradford pushes it up the right side. Now we'll run offense. Gets to the free throw line, kicks it back for Bedell. Down to the corner for Culpepper. He'll dribble it up top, goes to Hollywood. Down to Gray. Gray trying to get away from Calvante Bell, and he can't. Now ball's loose, and we've got a jump ball. It's Kankakee basketball, and you got to give credit to Calvante Bell there. He just got up in Gray's shirt, and he really couldn't do anything with it. And, Coach, you know, you've seen Peter Gray shoot the ball so well this season, but I think what he's seeing tonight from Calvante Bell, he's going to see a lot. He better get used to it.
No question. People are just going to get up and say, go ahead and drive it if you can.
Laster over to Hines. Hines trying to drive. The defense forces him to spin away. Now he loses it. Back down the other way. Bradford puts it up. He was fouled and scores. What a play by Micah Bradford. 26 points.
And it's on Laster.
That's his third foul. So him and Jordan have 3 fouls. Calvante Bell has 3 fouls. Jared Harris has 4. We've got a lane violation. It's on Culpepper. Free throw no good. We'll go the other way. 53-40. Hines to Laster. K's need a basket. 2:30 to go in the quarter. Laster over to Jones. Spot up jumper. No. Rebound Hines. Tip no good. And now a foul. Well, and that's a bummer for Colin Bedell. You get thrown out of a scrum and you get called for the foul. They called a hold on him. I didn't see it. Laster. Up top for Hines. He goes over to Calvante Bell, inside for Laster. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Hollywood. He's been great on the glass. Now Bradford down the floor. Laster looks like he got elbowed. Bradford put it up, no good. Now Hines to Jordan. Jordan driving, puts it up, got the foul and the basket. Crazy sequence there. I didn't quite see if Bradford actually connected on Laster.
No.
And I don't think he did, because when the ball came back down, Laster all of a sudden was up and calling for it.
Yeah.
Number 2, Joseph Jordan.
But at any rate, it was 5-on-4. Bradford's layup was no good, and the K's come down and get a transition bucket. 3-point play converted. Lead is back down to 10 for the Boilers. 2:03 to play. And now a foul on Calvante Bell. That's 4 on him.
It's always amazing to me. Bell just ran over Bedell, and he looks like, who, me? And I've seen that on both sides. You know, you just manhandle somebody, and you look at the ref like, me?
I don't think I ever committed a foul when I played. So now the ball down the floor, knocked out of bounds. Gray couldn't save it. Kankakee basketball as we're just under 2 minutes to play. LaRon Hawkins is into the game. Now he's out. Jaquan Hill comes in.
Well, and the K's have made a little run just when they needed to, so that the Boilermakers couldn't get away from them.
We'll see if they can get it below 10 before the end of the quarter. 152, it's a 10-point lead. Laster, no, short on the floater. Gray, the rebound. Bradford, ahead for Hollywood, stolen away. Gabe Jones.
Bad decision by Micah Bradford right there.
Here's Sammy Hines. One dribble pull-up. No good. Rebound, Laster. Got a foul.
It's going to go on Laster.
Oh, my. And that brings the boos from the crowd. They get him for a push. And a crowd that really had been fairly quiet, as this has been a double-digit lead, didn't like the call.
Well, Martavius can't put himself in that situation, whether there was contact. But when you have 3 fouls and you're a key to your team, you got to let that go a little bit. You got to give Bradley the ball there rather than take a chance on the foul.
Culpepper cannot convert at the line. Gabe Jones, the rebound, will go down the other way. Here's a drive and a shot. No good. Hollywood, the rebound. He's got Culpepper out. He's free, and he lays it up and in. Tiara Culpepper having a game. 10 points. Hollywood with the assist. Here's Gabe Jones. Gets it to JoJo Jordan on the drive. Pull up. No good, but a foul. And Kankakee really not getting anything at the rim. It's all jump shots, and they're not hitting.
And again, the only real, as far as we know, perimeter threat is JoJo Jordan. And so if they're going to get shots, they got to get him shots. And they're going to get, they've got to penetrate. They've got to make some penetration.
Paul Kang into the game. Brajon Thomas in for Kankakee. JoJo Jordan splits a pair of free throws. Kang grabs the rebound. 55-44, we're under a minute to play in the third. Culpepper, Bedell, didn't take the three, he'll go up to Bradford. Bradford finds Culpepper. Lost it, Jordan the other way. Jordan, 1-on-2. Kang knocks it away out of bounds.
Nice play by Paul Kang because he did play on the ball. There might have been a little contact, but he made the play on the ball.
So now baseline out of bounds for the K's. Gabe Jones throws it up high for Jordan. 45 seconds to play. Thomas, and he's knocked down by Culpepper. So he'll go to the line.
That's a silly foul. You're 35 feet from the basket. He's dribbling away from the basket, and you reach.
42 seconds on the clock as Thomas goes to the line.
And if I'm not mistaken, Brajon Thomas is just a freshman.
He just entered the game a bit ago. And he makes the free throw.
Got a little feisty with Buzz Bedell there, who tried to cut him off.
Well, being smart about it, somebody needs to get a little feisty for the K's. They've been lacking the fire that they had 2 nights ago against Vocational. 55-46. Oilers try to break the press. Bradford to Kang. Kang finds Culpepper wide open, lays it in, and the foul. D.R. Culpepper, 12 points on the night, and he's got a chance to add one more.
But a great pass from Paul Kang right there, too. He saw him. The only way to get it through was to bounce it. He did, and got a chance for a three-point play.
Samu into the game. Culpepper's free throw, no good. Rebound Hill. 30 seconds to play. 11-point lead for Bradley Bourbonnais. Jordan splits a double team and then throws it away. Paul Kang with it. Oilers could hold for the last shot in the quarter. Sammy Hines steals it away. One-on-one with Kang. Runs him over. It's a charge. Paul Kang has been magnificent this week, taking charges.
And Coach Wilcox and some of the K's and the fans are upset. That's not one to get upset over. That was clearly a charge.
And I think people get mad because Kang's feet weren't set. But that doesn't always matter. If he's squared up.
That's right. There's no rule that says it has to be, you have to be square, have to be set.
Culpepper breaks the press by himself, but then couldn't stop himself, and he travels.
Michael Bradley, number 20, Sam Blue.
9.8 seconds. You know, the K's with a made basket can still get this under 10. And that was what we said with 2 minutes left that they wanted to do, but they turn it over again. Samu down the floor, lays it up and in, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter with a 13-point lead for the Boilermakers. 59-46. We're going to step aside for 1 minute. When we come back, the fourth quarter here in the large school bracket championship between Bradley Bourbonnais and Kankakee. Zach Wadley, Denny Lanus back at Kankakee High School. Championship game of the large school bracket, Kankakee and Bradley Bourbonnais. 59-46, BBCHS leads, and they'll get the ball to start the quarter. Peter Gray with it on the left wing. He'll come to Hollywood, down to Paul Kang. Kang gets by Hines, kicks out Hollywood on the drive to the free throw line. He threw it away. A little miscommunication between he and Gray, and it's a turnover.
Boilermakers still shooting extremely well. 25 of 42 for almost 60%. That's hard to believe that they can do that for the whole game.
Davion Jefferson into the game for Kankakee, and he travels, changed the pivot foot. Timeout called by Bradley Bourbonnais. 7:34 to go in the game. It's 59-46. Bradley leads. It's a full timeout, and we'll be back in a minute. Zach Wadley, Denny Lane is back at Kankakee High School. 59-46, Bradley Bourbonnais leads, 7:34 to play, and it'll be Boilermaker ball. They'll travel the length of the floor here. Hollywood to inbound. Once Bradford can't find him, gets Bedell, cutting towards half court. Ooh, gotta be careful, JoJo Jordan. Nothing there, and Bradford walks it across the timeline. Paul Kang. Over to Bedell. Bedell dribbles it back near half court, goes to Paul Kang. Bradford comes up to get the ball. Now to Bedell, and the Boilers seem content to work the ball around the perimeter and maybe take some time off. Bradford left wide open, knocks it down.
It might have gone in. I still don't think it was a good shot.
Jordan driving on the baseline, puts it up, he's fouled by Kang. And you know, against Vocational, those shots went in for Kankakee. Tonight, they're just not.
Number 32, Paul Kang, his fourth. Shooting 2 for Kankakee. Number 2, Joseph Jordan.
I mean, that foul kind of bailed JoJo Jordan out because I don't think he had a good angle on the basket.
Well, and with him having 3 fouls, wouldn't you want to try and take a charge there?
Yeah.
First free throw, no good.
And you can't take a charge jumping in the air.
Right. One more coming. Got it to go. 6:43 to play. 62-47. Kankakee needs a rally. They need it quick. Running out of time. Bradford all the way down the floor. Finds Culpepper. Lays it up and in. Diarra Culpepper just adding to a big night. 14 points. Laster skips it. Jordan. Shot fake on the 3. Now finds Harris. Harris out. Hines 3. Rims out. Gray the rebound. Gray to Bradford. Now Culpepper. Wanted the handoff to Bradford. Now he loses it. Out of bounds. Kankakee ball. .6:02 to play. Clock is stopped there. Now we'll resume. Kankakee with the ball. Sammy Hines. Ahead to Calvante Bell. Hines, wide open underneath. Puts it up and in. 64-49. 15-point lead for the Boilers. Bradford with it. Got out of a trap. Gets it up to Bedell. 3-on-2. Gray. He'll dribble it back out. Now Bedell in the corner. Bedell gets it to Bradford. Driving. Kick out. Culpepper. Now he's on the drive. Pull-up jumper in the lane. No good. And he gets the rebound sitting down. Bradford, a 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound Hines. Hines on the drive. Puts it up. Blocking call on Bedell.
And that's a good call. I mean,
hard to take a charge at the free throw line.
The Boilermakers are playing like they're behind. I mean, they're in a hurry, and they don't need to be.
Which is odd because the first possession out from the quarter break, they were very slow and methodical. And it ended up with a wide open 3. Whether that's the shot you wanted, no, but they worked it around for a good 30 seconds.
But if you spend some time, you're more likely to get that open cut to the basket.
Hines at the line. Misses the first. And this is where the K's have to be good.
Yes.
Misses a pair, and Gray the rebound. And it's just not really gone right for Kankakee tonight. Hollywood all the way down the floor to Culpepper. Now Bedell gets it to Bradford. Bradford's got 29 points. He's on his way to being named MVP of this tournament. Zach Wildley-Denny-Lane is back at Kankakee High School. Large school championship game. 66-52. Bradley Bourbonnais leads Kankakee with 4.5 to play. Bradley Bourbonnais has the basketball. Zach Hollywood will inbound on the baseline. They'll travel the length of the floor. He gets it to Culpepper. Now to Bradford. Bradford down the lane. Oh, wide open. He takes it what was given, and he lays it in. 31 points. Calvante Bell in the corner. His three ball. No good. Rebound. Hines puts it up and in. Kankakee has to have a stop. Bedell. Back to Bradford. We're down to 4 minutes to play. It's 68-54. Here's a turnover. Laster has it. 1-on-2 the other way. Right through everybody. Lays it up and in the foul. And maybe, just maybe, the K's aren't dead yet.
Well, they got a chance to get it to 11 here. When you get a turnover, the Boilermakers make a silly turnover, and Laster made them pay.
So Laster to the line. He has 9 points tonight. A low output for him, especially in this tournament. And he almost airballed that free throw short. Hines threw the ball off of Hollywood out of bounds, so it's Kankakee ball. You feel like this is Kankakee's last chance right here. If they're going to make a run, it's got to be now. A bucket here would be huge. Jordan, deep three, got it to go! It's down to 9 points, and for the first time in a long time, the lead is single digits. Hollywood inbounds, and it's turned over. Kankakee basketball. Oh my goodness. Timeout taken by Bradley Bourbonnais, a full timeout. 3:38 to go. We'll keep it right here. And Coach, we just said this is Kankakee's last chance. If you're Bradley Bourbonnais, what is your mindset on offense? Because you don't want to rush, but you got to still play to win, not play to not lose.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to try to score if there's an opportunity. You just don't have to take a quick three or a quick shot. You have to be strong with the basketball and be willing to take it to the basket. Every time you're fouled now, you're going to get 2 free throws. The other thing is, the Boilermakers, I believe, have to change a little bit the way they're entering the basketball against the press, because they've only got 2 guys going against 2 guys, and the K's are pretty quick and they're pretty physical, and they're not going to let Micah Bradford have it if they can help it. So, it becomes a situation where, the Boilermakers have to keep their poise. The K's have to continue to fight.
So out of the timeout, Kankakee basketball, you can feel this place kind of starting to come to life. A basket here would really bring it to life. 68-59, Bradley leads, 3:38 to play. Hines to inbound. Knocked right back out of bounds. Now the K's are hanging on by a thread, and I say that because Harris, Bell, and Laster all have 4 fouls, so the next foul for either of them, they're done. We're shooting 2 shots for either team the rest of the way. Hines gets it into Laster. Laster on the drive. Gets into the lane, puts it up, got it to go! It's 68-61, just like that. Now Bradford's trapped, steps through and he's fouled, and if that's on Bell, he's done. It's either Bell or Hines. It's Bell, and that's it for him.
Foul number 13, Devontae Leon is fifth.
But This gives the K's a chance to bring in an experienced senior in Gabe Jones. Bell has had a nice ball game, but that doesn't hurt him. They have to be worried about Martavius Lasker. He can't pick up his fourth or fifth.
Bradford at the line, short on the first.
And this has all the markings of a big comeback for Kankakee, because if you start missing free throws and those kinds of things, that makes it tough.
Belief is a powerful thing, and Kankakee starting to believe.
Momentum is a real person.
It's an 8-point lead with 3:25 to go. Jordan in the corner on the drive. Along the baseline, lays it up, no good. Rebound fought for. It's out of bounds. It'll be Kankakee basketball.
And how many times in the last two games in key situations have we seen Kankakee get that ball out of bounds under the basket?
Yeah, last game 4 times in 13 seconds to end it. Oh my! A foul on Jared Harris off the ball, and he's done now too. Boy, and for all the momentum that had just built up, that could wipe it all away if Bradley can come down here and convert. Harris is done, Hill is in. Hollywood inbound from the sideline. He gets it to Bradford. Bradford will wait till everybody will clear out. He'll take it across half court. He's guarded by Jordan. Laster is on U. Jones guarding Kang at the top now. Kang puts it on the floor. Backs his dribble up to half court. Goes down to the baseline. And that's 5 seconds. We're going the other way. Exactly 3 minutes to go.
Well, you just can't dribble that much. Whether it was 5 or not.
Oh my, Sam Wu almost stolen in the backcourt. Laster dribbling through traffic. Kick out, Jordan, a 3, no! Rebound, Hollywood! Hollywood, another big rebound. He gets it to Bradford. Down the lane, puts it up. It's blocked from behind and taken by the K's. Laster the other way. Lays it up, he's fouled and got the basket! 2:35 to go. It's 69-63. Laster now has 11. And the Boilers, we talked about it. They didn't need to rush, but they rushed it last time. Laster makes the free throw. Now, ball out of bounds.
Well, Zach Hollywood was a little careless. Now they got a much tougher place to enter it from.
They're down in the corner now. 2:35 to play. This is a 5-point game, folks. It was 16 at one point.
I believe even 17.
Yeah, you might be right. Everything going in the K's favor. And now almost a turnover. Bradford has it though. He'll dribble it down. Finds Gray. A 3. Got it to go! Peter Gray, a big 3-pointer. It's 72-64. Jordan on the drive. No. Rebound Jones. Puts it up. He's fouled. And you know, down at the other end, Gray, maybe an ill-advised shot. I shot a few of those, but I always missed them. Gray makes it, and it's an 8-point lead.
Basket of the night, I believe.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to shake free.
And I don't think that was a good shot. It went in, but I don't think it was a good shot.
2:18. Gabe Jones missed the first. Now here's the second.
K's need to make this so they can apply pressure.
He sinks it. Hollywood gets it into Bradford. Bradford driving. Oh, ran right over
Offensive foul on Bradley, Michael Bradford. That is his second.
2:15 to play. Nobody left the gym when the lead was 18, and good thing they didn't. 3 from Hines, short. Rebound, Bradford. 2:07. Bradford on the drive, right to the hoop, puts it up, he's fouled, got it to go! 34 points. And the lead is 9.
Foul number 5, Aaron Hines. This burn. On the free throw line, it's a 3-point play. Number 3, Michael Bradford.
Bradford's free throw. No good, rebound Jones. Lead is 9 for Bradley Bourbonnais. Time running out for Kankakee, we're under 2 minutes to play. 74-65, Laster on the drive, puts it up. No good, rebound Bradford. And that second bounce off the rim prevented Bradford from getting a putback, Laster from getting a putback there. Ooh. He'll pull it back out, gives it to Hollywood. Crowd chanting defense, K's need a stop. And Hines fouls Hollywood. And he'll go to the line.
Foul team number 4, Sammy Hines is second. Shooting 2 for Bradley. 22, Zach Hollywood.
Hollywood knocks it down. Bedell and Kang in for Ooh and Culpepper.
Also 32, Paul Kane.
Minute and a half left. It's a 10-point lead for the Boilers. He missed it, but he got his own rebound. Puts it up. No good. And now a foul on Hines. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's a tough call.
It is.
I
wasn't sure who the foul was going to be on.
Mike Cook had a good look. It was right in front of him, but I didn't see that one from here.
And so now that sends Hollywood back to the line. He could get this thing up to 12 and pretty much, if it's not already, put it to bed. He misses the first. Second one. Got it to go. Touched every part of the rim. Now Kankakee's really got to push it. Lasker. Down the floor, hesitation into the lane, puts it up, no good, and that's how his night's gone.
Yeah.
He does have 14 points, but he struggled for most of the night. Bradford driving, lays it up and in. 78-65. 1 minute to play. BBCHS looking to repeat as large school champions. Laster lays it in. 11-point lead for the Boilers. Bradford trapped in the corner, gets it to Hollywood. Hollywood with 43 seconds goes up to Kang. Kang will hold it there. Now a foul, and that's Laster, Hines.
Foul number 4.
And now they'll head for the exits.
On the free throw line, Bradley. Bradley is shooting 2. Number 32, Paul Kane.
38 seconds. Kang knocks down the first free throw. Second one's good as well. Jordan down to Hines. Here's a three from the corner. Good. And it's a 10-point game with 25 seconds. Hollywood to Bradford. And he's fouled by Jones with 18 seconds. Bradford will shoot free throws. It's up and in. What a night he has had. 37 points.
Well, and you got to take some shots to get 37 points, but he has not taken an exorbitant number of shots.
No.
He's been extremely efficient.
I mean, we'll have to see his final numbers, but he was 9 of 12 at the half, and he makes 2 free throws there. He has 38 points. Jordan, a long three, no good. Here's another one. Air ball, out of bounds. 6.6 seconds. And Bradley Bourbonnais is going to repeat as large school champions. Hollywood inbounds to Bradford. 3 seconds. And that's it. Bradley Bourbonnais for the second year in a row, the large school bracket champions at the Kankakee Holiday Tournament.
First and second place trophy.
82-70. Bradley Bourbonnais defeats Kankakee. For the second straight year, the Boilers are victorious in the large school championship. A look at some final stats here. Bradley Bourbonnais 32 of 53 from the field. Kankakee was 24 of 53, so they shot the same amount of shots. From beyond the arc, Bradley 4 of 16, Kankakee 8 of 19. From the free throw line, both of them shot the same. 14 of 24 for Bradley, 14 of 25 for Kankakee. Rebounding battle, Bradley Bourbonnais won 33-30. And then turnovers, both teams had 22. So statistically speaking, a pretty even game. But the K's could never find an answer for Micah Bradford. He had 38 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Joseph Jordan led Kankakee with 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. So another great game between these two teams. Bradley ends up with a 12-point lead. Your thoughts?
Well, certainly the K's could have given up on several occasions and didn't. They fought back from a 17-point deficit in order to make it, they got down to 6 at one time,
yes.
6 or 7. But you have to give the Boilermakers credit. They didn't panic there either. They hung in when they could have folded and built the lead back up. So it was just a good high school basketball game. It was fun to watch. There was electricity in the gym. And, both of these teams did a great job in just getting here to the finals. And so it was fun to watch. And neither team, particularly the K's, have nothing to be ashamed of. Their effort was good. They just weren't good enough tonight.
So the Boilers get the win, and the two teams out here getting their awards. K's have accepted the second place trophy and are getting their medals now. Bradley will be announced here soon. Bradley Bourbonnais had not won a KHT since 1998. Now they've won 2 in a row.
And I think, we'll be back tomorrow night with these crossover games. And, the K's will play St. Anne, and there's certainly a lot of feeling there. And the Bradleys, the Boilermakers will take on an Illiana Christian team that is no slouch. And they're big and strong, which is what the Boilermakers are not. So you could have 2 pretty good games here tomorrow night.
And we'll have both of those calls for you. 6:30 for Kankakee St. Anne, and then 8 o'clock for Bradley Bourbonnais, Illiana Christian. That's the good thing about this 4th day. You get to see those crossovers. And so the 2 champions will then play for what they call a true champion, Illiana and Bradley Bourbonnais. Again, 6:30 tomorrow for Kankakee St. Anne, 8 o'clock for Bradley accepts their trophy, 8 o'clock for Bradley Bourbonnais, Illiana Christian. Final score tonight, BBCHS 82, Kankakee 70. For Denny Lanus, I'm Zach Wadley. Until tomorrow night, we'll see you.